All right. And here we are, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And welcome to, I thought I was going to say it, welcome to Wednesday, but it's Thursday. So welcome to Thursday. I'm glad to be here with you all today. I hope everything's going well in your world. And of course, I have my lovely ladies with me today. I have Cheri from Trancing with Spirit, and I'm not going to point in the right direction. And I have Miss Joan over here. Whoops, over here. From Wisdom Seeker Joan. Welcome, ladies, and thank you for being with me today. Thank you.
Thanks
so
for
much.
having us.
Yes, absolutely. I see that you have some beautiful. Are those fresh flowers, Joan? That you have?
Yes.
They're beautiful. Not from outside.
Pardon me?
Then you didn't pick them from outside, did you?
No, they're from the funeral.
So
my sister-in-law died, and the funeral was last Friday. The only snowstorm.
Wow.
Okay. Well, a lot of them didn't, but these are hanging in there.
Wow. Well,
the only blizzard this season happened to be the day that
of course
it was. Of course it was.
So yeah. But it's nice to have
yes, we are simulcasting, Willow Love. It's nice to see you. It's nice to see you all. I'm going to say hi to everybody in just a minute. So I just wanted definitely to mention that the links to these lovely ladies' channels, both of them having their own channels, and are looking for more subscribers. So please check in with Cheri at Trancing with Spirit. She does lots of different things. She does Akashic Records readings, psychic readings, cards, and medium stuff as well. And Joan, as we know, does all those things as well. And Wisdom Seeker Joan is her channel. Both these lovely ladies, I'm sure, would love to get to 1,000 subscribers. They're kind of got a little way to go, but they're working it. And so please do check in with them. Cheri also works with other Akashic readers for readings. And Joan works with Sun Psychic Jean and Terry and Terry. Is it the two Terrys or just?
Just with Terry Suzuki.
Terry Suzuki.
On Mondays and Jean,
Monday.
Right.
Right, yeah. So make sure that you like and subscribe to their channels. That would be wonderful. And we are all happy to have you here. So I'm going to say hello to some folks. I already see people putting in questions. Go ahead and do that. We have Janet Bora Bora. Nice to see you, dear. And thank you for going to all the channels and saying hello. Craig Dixon, I'm looking forward to next week when he sent me tickets to go see a Groucho Marx impersonator.
Oh, wow.
And so we're going to go see that. I'm looking forward to it.
Fun.
He sent it to me for Christmas. And so it's kind of like Christmas in April. There we go. We have Amanda and we have Ness. And I got your question, Ness. And we have Willow Love. And I had to cancel with Willow a couple of weeks ago. Unfortunately, she has a new channel. But we are going to be meeting tomorrow night, 5 o'clock Pacific, 8 o'clock Eastern time to introduce her. Barbara Nesper. Hi, Kim E. Condon. Nice to see you. And Roxy. Craig, I got your question. Hypnicity is here. Cat Mama Meowdy. Hi, Teacher Barbara. 3-day weekend. Woo! All right. And we have Randy. Hello, Randy. Are you still traveling? I bet you are. Hi, Wayne Rich. Always a pleasure, my dear. Diamond is here. And Jen Bowles is here. Willow, I got your question, if I can get back to it. All right. Nancy Smith. Welcome, dears. Welcome. Can you do mediums? Yes, I can, Teacher Barbara. We can do a medium reading. That's fine. Just put up who you want us to talk to. Oh, your friend Pete. Okay. All right. I got you listed. Hypnicity, I got your question. Kim, just subscribe to Joan. I don't know how I missed your channel, she says. Oh, that was
Thank you. Nice. I appreciate it.
Yes, absolutely. All right. Well, I'm sure we'll have more people coming in. In the meantime, we've got a good group going here. So I'll go ahead and start with the questions. And if, hi, I'm Steve. Okay. Yes, we can do mediumship, Barbara. We'll do it. All right, there you go. All right, so let's go back to Ness. All right, ladies, as I was waking up this morning, I heard my mother in my room saying my name. My mother is alive and working. Who said my name this morning and why did they say it and what were they trying to say? I can tell you that people can do this. They don't have to be deceased. So let's see what the ladies come up with.
She's worried about you.
Ah.
She's worried about you, and she doesn't want to bother you or upset you. She doesn't want to call and discuss whatever she's worried about with you. But she's thinking about you, and just kind of not in like a horrible, horrible way, but she's just fretting about you a little bit. And so it's intense enough that this is how it came out. Her thoughts are with you, and she's thinking of you and thinks she's doing it in a supportive way, but on the basis of it is she's just a little fretful about you. So let's see if I can ask the angel cards if there's something. I got an angel card saying lead with confidence. So maybe it might just give her a call and just tell her that you're just fine. And, you know, I'm going through whatever I'm going through, but I'm feeling good about it because I think I've got a really good plan. Or just do something to set her mind at ease. And I don't know if she would even admit to this or even if she knows it herself. But that was the feeling I'm getting, Ness. And it's like a mother's fretfulness. It's not like, oh, she's going to die or something like that. But just kind of get in touch and let her know that, you know, whatever challenges you're facing, let her know that I'm up to this, and I know that everybody has challenges in life, and this is what I'm doing. But kind of just do something to set her mind at ease.
Wow.
How about you two?
That's good.
I got just that it was her mom, right? And that she's basically letting her know that she's with her, and that she's supporting her, and that I do have the same thing that you need to. I pulled the Enchanted Fern Grotto Refuge. If you are maybe giving her, I think that she's thinking maybe something's wrong, whether it is or not. Maybe you just need to tell her that, you know, everything's fine, not to worry, or that you are just taking the time you need to maybe work something through if that is the case. But, you know, just put her mind at ease. I think that would be, and that you're just, you know, taking time that you need. And that's what that to me means. And then I got Sirius Star Blessings. Yes, proceed, be seen, push through. Tell her that everything's fine, not to worry. I know that you're there if I need you, and not to worry about me. Everything will be okay. And I don't want you to worry about me. Just put her mind at ease, and that you're going to be okay. Let her know that you're going to be okay, and that you will reach out if you need her. I think that she just needs a little bit of reassurance.
That's wonderful. You know, the other night, there was a reading for KK, I believe it was. And she was trying to figure out who was it was a man, but she couldn't figure out who it was. And everybody came up with her dad. And she's like, well, he's here. He's on this planet. And so I think this is happening. I think that now we just have such a connection with our children, even though they're not children anymore, that, you know, if they're astute enough, they can realize that their parents are just worried about them, concerned about them, haven't heard from them, one of those things. And that's what I get. So you discerned correctly that it was your mother, and you heard her voice. And then you get clearing, letting go. And so, you know, maybe you're having a lot of doubts, you're having a lot of worries. And so you need to clear that and let it go. And that's not easy to do. I'm trying to do the very same thing, and it's like a work in progress. And a little bit of confusion coming in your way. And mom's picking up on it because you're psychically attached. You really are. Yeah. So, yeah. Karen, you can put a question in if you want. Yep.
My mom used to say that you don't know what you think until you hear it come out of your mouth. So I would, and my sisters would use her like a sounding board and go down and have coffee with her and kind of, you know, just kind of go through everything that was happening. And so sometimes I would have to tell her, you know, that was really helpful to just get it out, but don't worry about it. And she said, oh, no, I don't. I understand that's what you're doing. You're using me as a sounding board. So maybe
Right.
something like that too.
Maybe something like
Thanks
that.
for
Yeah.
letting me talk, but don't worry about it.
Yeah.
It helps
Yeah.
me just
I
to
just
talk
need to
about
get
it.
it off my chest. That's right.
Yeah.
Exactly. And sometimes too, we think we're covering up when we're troubled about something. And even though it might not be a huge deal, it could be just something or whatever. And our mom or whatever just picks up on that you're stressed and then might blow it out of proportion. And you think you're hiding it, but you're not. Your mom always does.
Mom always knows. That's right.
Mhm.
That's right. Amanda, it's okay. I got your question. Let me tell you guys, we've got quite a number of questions, so I can't take any more. Karen, if you have one, put it up now. So I have Craig, Willow, Barbara, Hypnicity, Steve, Diamond, Nancy Smith, Sue Ann Trench, Artist Liz, Carolyn, and Amanda. So as you can see, we got a full load on here. Okay, there you go, Karen. So we are going to have to move it a bit here.
Okay.
So
Okay.
Craig says, I asked to see something that I needed to know. I was in a dream where I was in college on the other side. In the future, I was with 3 friends. What was this? Ooh, that sounds interesting. That learning never, ever ends. And that wherever you go, you'll have a trio of friends with you, beside you. I don't know. I think it's interesting.
Yeah, I'm seeing you linked arms with these 2 other friends, and you're kind of floating above and looking down at the earth. So it's like, okay, Spirit, so what does this mean for Craig?
You know what else, Craig? It's higher education.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Like there's some kind of connection with these people that maybe on a vibratory level, they might not be into all of this stuff, but they're at a frequency that that you resonate with. So maybe that's it. I hope that makes some sense. How about you, Cheri?
I also think it's saying something that you need to know, that you're always connected. You'll always be connected no matter where you are. In other words, life goes on and you're going to remain connected throughout everything. That they're letting you know of the connections. You never lose the connections, whatever incarnation, no matter where you're at, you're always connected through a higher source. We're all together. I think it was more of telling you that you're connected and you will remain connected. Even though we may change, you'll be connected.
Yep, that's very true. So I do like this though, Craig. It tells you a couple of things, and Clara wanted you to know. And since she's the one that showed it to you, I believe she is, of course, one of those 3 people. But I think she wants you to know the learning never ends. Up here we get higher education, and that's meant sort of jokey from me, but it's up higher, it's in heaven. So, but I think it's a beautiful message, and I think the ladies agree. So there you go. But you're a dumbass. School has been well, it's not that hard on the other side, Craig. Don't even worry about it. You're not a dumbass. What the hell? Hi, Moon Scarab. How are you, Ramon? All right, so we got our first mediumship question here. Barbara just lost her friend Pete on Monday, and she had wanted to connect with him the other day, but we didn't have any time. So it would be nice if you can reach him, because he just passed. So
yeah,
sometimes I know you can't. Yeah.
Oh, I just see him. I thought, what's this? I see him looking in a hand mirror, looking at himself and feeling his face. Like, is this real? Is this real? And then it came to me. He's reflecting. He's reflecting on his life right now. So I think he is going through the kind of a life review. So he's looking at him. He's in a period of reflection. Anything else? Yeah, and he's seeing you like in the mirror over his shoulder. And then it kind of spreads out to a bunch of people. He's looking at and reflecting on all these people that have been in his life and what it all meant and how it all weaves together. So yeah, he has you in his sights and is thanking you for being a friend, but is in that period of reflection.
Right. And I pulled from the beloved dead, and I got, he's home.
Mm-hmm.
and he's at peace.
Wow.
So not to worry.
Yeah. And I just did, and look at this. I'm assuming he was also a teacher, Barbara, because I got the teacher card.
Oh,
So I don't know if he was, or maybe he's saying you are, and there's that connection. He's having fun over there. He's sort of playing around over there. And did he have a big personality? That's what I get. That he was kind of jovial or fun, or you and he maybe told jokes or just laughed a lot and enjoyed each other. He's still getting settled in. He's still getting settled in.
Yeah.
But I'm sure that he wanted to respond to you. He wasn't a teacher, or he wasn't a big personality. Okay.
maybe he is over there.
Maybe he is. Maybe that's who he really is. Oh, sorry, Barbara, for your loss. That's very difficult. You know,
It's pretty fresh.
it is. Okay, so Nalani would like a message from Spirit or her ancestors, if you can do that.
There's something about clarity coming to you. Like I'm seeing this funnel coming down, and it's all kind of misty and unfocused. But then it changes to like the facets on a diamond, and how it's very, very, each facet is cut just so, and it's all perfectly arranged. And one of the attributes of a diamond is clarity. So I understand. So I think they're saying, your guides are saying that, and because it's the funnel and it's coming out of the crown chakra, that there are things that have been kind of murky for you that are going to be becoming more clear, and it will be it'll be of value to you. This clarity that's coming is going to be a real gem in your life, a real thing of value that you'll treasure. Oh, okay, good.
Look at that. How beautiful. Yeah. All right.
I got the message that they, I heard take love's hand, and they want you to walk hand in hand in love. And they also want you to dance and to be happy. And this will help free your soul, they're saying, and help you walk the path more easily.
How beautiful. Oh, she said her third eye opened up on Saturday. Woohoo!
Ooh.
That makes sense. So they're saying, yeah, they want you to keep your vibration high, and they want you to dance.
Wow. So I got beautiful. It's the pearl. Oh, my Lord. How gorgeous. So alchemy, the reward at the end, from grit to grace, because a pearl starts as just a piece of sand or something.
Sand.
Yeah. And so with this opening up, oh my goodness, you've got the pearl, you've got the wisdom, and it will bring you so much peace, it says. Yeah. Peace is a healing salve for a turbulent soul. Oh, that's
the birthstone.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. It's her birthstone.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
So diamonds and pearls. Cool.
Diamonds and pearls. That's right. Ooh,
Wow.
Well, I think you definitely got your answer today, didn't you, Hypnicity? Wow. Oh, that's wonderful. So M. Steve is next. His mom is a sweet lady that he has in a older folks home that he visits all the time. And he wanted to reach out to one of his mom's dinner mates who passed in January. He says Sheila's birthday was March 14th. I wanted her to know we were thinking about her. Is the monkey there too? Is what he wants to know.
Okay.
So this is a dinner mate of his mom's named Sheila.
Okay. And the monkey's a real monkey?
I don't know.
Pointed out in a picture in the dining room. It was her husband, Mr. Smudge. And her husband, Sheila? pointed out that a picture in the dining room was of her husband, whom she missed, and his monkey. Okay.
Oh,
I
oh,
also met her son there after she passed. Okay, got it. So the
oh.
friend is Sheila,
Yeah.
March 14th. Okay, here we go. Sheila and
Yeah.
right away, I'm seeing her playing the violin. I don't know if she played the violin or if this is meaning don't, and now I'm hearing don't cry for me, Argentina.
Oh.
Like, don't, don't play the sad violin for me. Okay, so how are you doing, Sheila? She has, and she says she's doing fine, and she's bringing attention to her shoes, which are like kind of like tie-dyed tennis shoes, and she's kind of dancing in them. She's like she's really happy, and likes to kind of kick up her heels and doing it in her own with her own unique style. Okay, what about the monkey? She's like going like this, and I've got my eye out for the monkey, and then I'm kind of getting a picture of an organ grinder's monkey, but it's not, I'm not seeing it with her right now. So I'm not getting much on the monkey, but she's there and is good and saying, don't worry about her.
Okay.
Okay. And then I just pulled some cards since I was kind of interrupted on my thought. She's with her tribe. So she's with everybody up there. And then I did get the personality. So when you're saying dance, I get the feeling like, what do they say? Of the party.
The life of the party?
Yeah.
Life of the party.
Yeah.
And then also the canary spirit, sing your own song.
Oh, so you guys, I don't know if you know this, but M. Steve's mom loves to dance. And when she does dance, she hasn't danced as much because she's older and she's, but he's used to send me videos of his mom dancing. So my feeling is that Sheila is saying something about that as well when you said dance.
Okay.
So, yeah. That makes I have goosebumps. I hope that you get that too, Steve. I have here, she's up there. She says, I got to self-correct my opinion of where I am and why I'm here. And I had a different thought about what this place was going to be like. She said, your mom was a woman of I loved her. She was a woman of integrity. I love spending time being her dinner mate. And she says, I come to her in dreams. I don't know if she remembers or not, but she is connected to me still. And I guess you do dream on the other side. So that's what she's saying. Oh, wow. I hope that helps. You tell Mom her friend is thinking of her.
And God bless you for going to see your mom in the residence where she is. That it's kind of a holy place.
It is. And he's a wonderful son. He really is a wonderful son. He's so good to his mother. I love him. Yeah. Thanks, M. Steve. All right. So we have Diamond, Zara girl's best friend. Her finances are slow. Boy, do I get it. Will our kids having to help us with our upcoming rent hard to do as a parent? They came to you and you'll have to go to them. But that doesn't mean it will be something that you'll have to do all the time. My first thing my daughter said when I was saying that we were closing our office and things were going to be tight, I have some money. And I said, no, but I know that if I need to, I can ask. So,
yeah, they're doing it out of love, and they're doing it because they want to, because they love you, because they're just like, we're family. That's what you do. Like, it's almost like Dhamma, like that's what we do. And,
taught us that. You taught us that.
Yeah, you taught us well. Right. And, they, it's like, don't worry about it. We know if the situation was reversed, you would do the same. Right. And not to worry. And that's what I'm feeling from the energy from, the kids.
Yeah.
And I'm just getting lots of water images. like the tide coming in, or else the river overflowing its banks, and then it makes the land fertile, and then it goes back. There's seasons. There's seasons of
Seasons in
abundance
life.
and the seasons of lack. And some, you've been there for them, they can be there for you, and it's not like it's going to be forever. This is a season for that time. A time
And I
for
think
everything.
I got that too, that it's like this is your refuge, and things are
Yeah.
going to change. So
Yeah.
things are going to get better.
Yep. And I got the home card, Diamond. I got the home card. You have to have a home to live in a home. You have to, and your kids to have their home, and you have your home. And I just think that they'll be there for you if you need to have that help, and they'll understand. So.
And to give them, I know as a
Beautiful.
parent, when I can help out, it makes me feel good to be able to help, not all the time, but in a time of need. And now you're giving them the grace to allow them to be the person who gives. So it's nice.
And it's awful to have to ask. I mean, as a parent, we don't want to have to do that to our kid. I hated to ask my son to come feed my dogs when my husband was in the hospital, and he's like, "What are you talking about?" He said, "I'm here to do anything you need me to do. We're family. What do you need?" So, honey, just know that. You're welcome, honey.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Hi, Sally. It's good to see you. Okay. So we have Nancy Smith. Does my mom, Vivian, who passed in 2007, have any messages for me?
Right away, my throat chakra just lights up, and she's saying, "Speak out, speak your truth, tell your story, whatever needs to be done." But it's just burning. It's all about communication and saying your piece, whether that's to an individual or in another way. Writing your autobiography or telling the story so that others can learn. It's really on fire. So yeah, it's about communication.
Wow. I kind of got the same message. I get be you. Number one, be you. Look at this woman. She's just happy and she's dancing. She says, be who you are, because what you are is beautiful. Now, I don't know if you have somebody that's surrounding you. It says a snake. Is if there's somebody that may be either undermining you or bothering you or kind of a difficult person to deal with. She says, just move through it, and don't let this upset you. You just need to move through it, she said, and don't have any expectations of what's going to happen in that relationship or in that friendship or whatever it is that this person, and you might be surprised, because karma is something that comes back to whoever or whatever, but it may not be in the time period where you see it. But don't worry about it, she says. Cheri?
I'm sorry, I don't, because I had to step away first.
Oh, okay.
I was being.
Okay.
They forgot I was doing this, so.
You aren't alone.
Nancy, maybe some of the snake that Aley saw, maybe that's somebody that you need to speak up to.
Yeah, I think so. But without the expectation that they're going to change, maybe, because
right. Yeah.
But at least you'll feel better. Good. So you kind of felt that, Joan? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Not good, but All right. So we have Sue Ann. Do you see a move for my husband and I? We're on the East Coast now, and we're looking to go west. Well, come on by, because it's really kind of fun over here on this left coast. Oh, it's your next door neighbor, Nancy. Okay. Wow.
Okay. Let's try it this way. I was seeing a little log cabin with wings, like you're taking your house with you or something. All right. Suzanne, can I ask this question? Are they going to move to the West Coast within the next year? Is this a move that's beneficial for she and her husband? Is it going to be within the first 6 months of this? Well, in the next 6 months? Maybe. Will it be in the next 8 months? Yes. And is West Coast, are they going to be happy on the West Coast? These are big swings, yes. That's what I got.
Okay. All right. Do you have one, Cheri, or you want me to go?
I heard around 6 months.
6 months?
Okay.
That's what I heard. I heard that an opportunity will present itself around approximately 6 months ish.
Mhm.
And then I did pull some cards, and I heard, life is a mystery. I got.
Yep.
I'm thinking you're gonna move because clear the clutter. So get yourself ready.
You know what that's all about.
Right. And exactly. And be playful. So take everything in stride. Yeah. Go with the flow.
I kind of get the same thing. I have take courage. It does take courage to leave one part of the country and go to the other part of the country.
Definitely.
But if that's what you want to do, then jump, take that leap, make that, and progress will be made, is what it says. And so I think that means you're taking some time to do it, because you need to make the right decision, like where are you going to go on the West Coast, and maybe research different areas. The other thing I'm going to tell you, Sue Ann, is if you go onto if you know all your birth information, you can go on to astro.com, put it all in, and do I think it's a travel section.
Ooh.
And it tells you good places to travel or any kind of problems you might have in certain places. I did it when I was moving here from the East Coast, and I considered Tucson at one point. It was like the worst place I could have ever picked. It was like some Pluto configuration. And so I ended up in the Seattle area, and it was a good place to be. So try it out.
Astro.com?
Astro.com. Yeah.
Cool.
You have to know, you know your birth date, but you have to know the time and where you were born, and you put all that in, and then you go in and you'll see a map. You can do it for the whole world even. Wow. And then it tells you what planets are from your chart are in that area. And if they're good, not everything is perfect, but you don't want to go to the real bad places. Like with Saturn, the taskmaster going to make you crazy. You want to be smart that way. So, yeah. Thank you. Okay, good. Yes, astrocartography. That's right, Eliza. Right. I don't think they call it that on there, but that's what it is. Yes.
Yeah, I also heard live in it. In other words, if you make a decision, they're wanting you to imagine yourself living there and see if you feel it, if it's right. So they're saying try and feel yourself living there and see how it feels before you make the decision.
Yeah, that's a really good one. I think it's hard because when we go somewhere, we don't want to look back and say, oh, I shouldn't have done this, or, make your decision. And then whatever it is, live with it. We'll go with it. Work with it, I guess is the best word. There you go. So Liz would love a message from her mom, Margaret. I've been going through several medical and financial issues for so long. So, okay, honey, we'll see if we can get a hold of Margaret. Viviane, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I keep getting the idea that there's something you don't want to face, something you don't want to do. And I see her like pulling you. Like, I don't know what the decision is, or there's something that's like, I don't want to, I don't know, go back to school, or I don't want to try this kind of job, or whatever it is. And she's pulling like she's pulling on a rope and digging in her heels and leaning back. She's trying to pull you. She's trying to pull you through this. Okay, so Margaret, how can we help? Yeah, and now she's remember. Gulliver's Travels when the giant is pinned down by all these, all the little people around him and tied down. You're feeling tied down in doing things a certain way. And she's saying you have to break through all those attitudes and try something a different way. And she's trying to encourage you to take a new approach at this. I'm sorry, I wish I could be a lot more specific than this, but that's what I'm getting. She's supporting you in taking a different tack toward addressing these issues.
Yeah, and I got the teacher card, so I think that's the same thing. She's trying to show you, because she's pointing the stick on the teacher's card. It's hard to see in my lighting, but I think she's trying to push you in a different direction and trying to show you a different way to go. And also, I got a new earth. It's happening, and hold on to the vision. No matter what, things change and things happen. There comes a point where no matter how much you want to deny or not believe, things will happen anyways. And she's trying to show you the best direction to go in, and that by going with the flow, it's going to make you feel better. And also, you have to find the joy, and not everything is as bad as it may seem. And once you accept whatever it is that you need to do, or and the reality of the situation, and then decide to kind of go with the flow and open up and be true to yourself, you're going to find more joy in life. And she's trying to help. She's supporting you and trying to show you how to find that. That's what I got out of that.
All right. So Liz, I get here that she said it was important for you to talk with me today. You needed to hear the messages that the other ladies have told you. And she says, I want you to know that I'm a thought away. And many times I've spent with you, and I know you've been going through a really difficult time. I wish I could, hug you or tell you everything's going to be okay, but trust in that. I am with you. She says, we are kindred, obviously. There we are. I know it doesn't look like you, but you and mom together will always be together. And actually, she's kind of saying at this point, this blows my mind, because I don't know that she didn't believe in this or not, but she says, you put me in the limelight today. Look at that. She said, it's kind of fun to be here on TV. So I don't know. Anyway, I think she's feeling your heartache and feeling your difficulty, and wishes she could do something from where she is, but she wants to make you smile, very much so.
And I also think she wants you to see things from a different light.
Yeah.
Sometimes when we can see it from a different light, that light bulb does go off.
Yep. It really
and
does.
maybe
it only sometimes takes a second. Then it opens up a whole new world.
Yeah.
Yep.
Maybe a second opinion on the medical stuff, or I don't know, just a fresh approach.
Yep. Yep. There you go. Hi, Sonia. It's good to see you, dear. Okay. Willow, I'm glad you said something, because sometimes these things just go away for some reason. So yes, you have been here for a while asking this question. So will you get a job from home so you can travel?
Okay. I think so. I think I got the ant spirit, time to collaborate. I'm sorry, I didn't notice.
No, go for it.
Get a pendulum too, but I did pull the one card, and I think that you are something's going to come up, and you are going to collaborate with someone that's going to enable you to do what you want to do. Maybe you can help.
Yeah. When I tuned in, I asked, can I ask this question? It said yes. Are you going to find a work from home job? Again, it goes yes. Will Willow find this job by June 1st? Maybe. And it goes to yes. Will she be in the job by June 1st? I'm seeing it. I'm seeing good things.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Yeah. Well, good.
And ants work pretty damn fast, if you ask me.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's something that's going to take very long. It wasn't the snail, you got the ant. So that's pretty good. They're pretty good and organized, and
yes, they're workers. They work
exactly. So I think think it's already in the works.
Oh, wonderful, Willow. And I'm looking for the same thing for my husband. So good for
Wouldn't that
you.
be great?
I get the future here. The only place we create the future is here and now. So they see that you're doing the job, you're doing the work. Thank you, Artist Liz. And look at that. It looks pretty bright. The future looks pretty bright. You are in the inertia comfort zone. They want you to step out of it. They say that inertia, also known as our comfort zone, hinders and limits new experiences and adventures, but you want to travel. So I think, although there's a lot to be considered when you're making a change, and Cheri can tell you this right away because she's considering making some changes herself. Things go this way, then they go this way, then they go.
You got to
And
really start to go with the flow a bit.
You do. You got to step out of your comfort zone,
You
or
do.
you don't make any movement. And I'm not saying you're not, Willow. I'm just saying that. And
No, but you
finally,
can be your own worst enemy.
yeah, you can be. You can be, right? Yes. Or and when you're with somebody else, it could be them. I mean, and you could do it to each other. But it says here how you faced all your diversity makes or breaks you. And because you have done this, you have just gone through a lot of adversity. They're saying this could be the reward. You have done whatever you've needed to do in order to prove to yourself that you're capable. Believe in it. Just believe in it. You were in your comfort zone and super unhappy. Yeah. You know, a lot of people get really upset about change. They're like, oh, I don't want anything to change. But guess what? Change is all there is.
Exactly. That's the only constant is change.
It is. It really is. And so I think that, all right, you decided that today. It brought a smile for your face. Everything other ideas didn't do this. Good. So you figured it out. You did. So believe yourself. Believe in that for you. You just had a second opinion on one medical issues. Oh, that's nice, Liz. Thanks for sharing,
Great.
everybody. Yeah.
That helps to hear that.
Yeah, it does.
I know you do, but why do you suppose you keep having it? Because you're pushing you.
Yeah.
Yep. Sorry to say, but true. Yeah. All right. Carolyn is next. And Carolyn, there's a presence around her, but I can't make it out. Can you tell me who it is? All right, Carolyn.
I'm getting that it's not someone from your family, not someone you know, it's place related. And it's a spirit that's just observing and is curious about you and is not it's benevolent. And it's always been there, but because you are working and your vibration is rising, and together with whatever's happening in the world, that you're now more aware of it, that it's been around before, but it's now you're sensing it more. So what's the advice here? And you can set your own rules and say, well, if you're going to be here, tell me who you are and let's have a conversation, or I'll, stay out of the bedroom or whatever, set the boundaries and present opportunities for the spirit to communicate, whether it's psychically or in your dreams, or just say, well, if this is, show me this, or ask for a sign and establish some communication if you choose to. Otherwise, just say, I don't like you hanging around.
I did pull some cards. I did get earth and grounding, and I think that's almost twofold. Stay grounded, but I think they might be a grounded spirit, like they're like you said, they're attached to the house, the place.
Yeah.
And
then
would
bring those people in. She would, because she,
and then they're saying take time. I got the bear spirit, time out, enjoy, keep your vibration high. And I think that's what the joy, because take time out to acknowledge, to set your boundaries, like Joan was saying, and joy, keep your vibration high. I feel like you need to set the boundaries. You need to go, this is my house now. I need whatever, because, no matter how good the spirit is, they still can lower our vibration because they're a lower vibration, and you don't want to do that. Yeah. So just because they might not be a negative spirit doesn't necessarily mean they're good to have around at the same time. Yeah. So make a sacred space for yourself and keep your vibration high.
So Carolyn, I got some really interesting cards. The first one I got is this is a voyage of the heart. Love flows through you and to you. I'm sensing that this, and there's a little boat on there. So I'm wondering if this person isn't a British Navy, American Navy. I'm thinking more in like 1770s, around that time, War of 1812. I don't know, one of those situations. And that you're going to uncover some kind of a treasure that's beneath the surface. And I don't know if it's beneath the surface of the house or it's beneath the surface of that entity. I'm not sure, but look at all the bounty that resides there. So it's like, this is something that you could have a really interesting find with. And I'm wondering if you could even do, let's say, a historical search on who lived in the house or what that land was like at the time. Finally, it says cleansing waters, purification activates vibrant life force. So once this is over, I think, you're going to be cleansed of this particular, I think he's just got something he wants you to do. And I'm not getting
merchant marine. Does that make sense to you? Merchant marine?
Could be a merchant marine. Yep, could be. She lives in the state of Virginia. And so it's very possible. And there's a lot of history in Virginia. So, Carolyn, I think you're going to solve it. I do think so. But I think it is tied to the land or the house or something like that. Yeah, I agree with the ladies. Yep. All right. Yep. All right. Thank you, Carolyn. We've got Amanda, beautiful Amanda, wondering if we can tell her anything about her past life. Here you go, Cheri. Relationships with her mom, Virginia. She's 84 and still kicking. Yeah.
Let me see.
Yeah.
I heard you had many lives together, and you guys, lots of lives you've had. I'm seeing in this particular life they're showing me right now. It's almost like you guys are, I don't know if it's a high class like brothel type of place or if it's just girls of the higher class, because you're wearing the things that they used to, like, what do you call the corsets? And you have that, like the pantaloons. So you have like all that on, but you don't have the dress on. And you guys and your hair's not done quite yet. You're like in between getting ready. And you guys are just like laughing and having like this ball at this group of girls. And you're having a good time. And with like not a care to the world. But I don't know if it's like a house or, what type of, I want to say it's in Europe and England or France, and you had like this marvelous happy life of and you just had a ball in that life. So you've had many lives together, and you enjoy incarnating together, because no matter what, you have such a good soul connection that it's just such a, you just have such a great connection that you just love each other's energy. And so you have reincarnated together a lot, but they're showing me that particular life of just kind of, just having fun and being carefree and just having a ball. So
that's awesome.
That's fun. I got something pretty similar, except they had clothes on. And it's, I don't know, 1800s or something like that, which is a long time span. But the big blouses and the big skirts and everything, not a hoop skirt, but big long skirts, and the hair all done up like a Gibson girl, and doing like practicing formal dance stuff. steps, like you're going to the cotillion or you're going to a, the very formal dances that you would do with a gentleman, but it's you and your mother were the same age, whether you were friends or sisters.
Or something. You're right.
Yeah, just really tight and doing, just kind of going through the steps and practicing and thinking about the gentlemen that they'll be dancing with at the ball or whatever, and laughing but yeah, just really close friends that would practice dancing together.
Beautiful energy.
Yeah, it was great.
It's funny. The first card I pulled for you was imagination and creativity. And it says everything is born from an idea. I love that because she's your mom you're talking about. Creativity gives birth to our ideas and becomes a fertile place for our imagination. And what do I get but a woman with a mask? And so maybe there was that dancing.
Oh, yeah, that's like because that's about the same time. I think we're both all seeing the same life.
Yeah,
it is. It's the same life.
It is.
And
it is. And you have done a lot of healing work together. And each lifetime that you come in together, you love being together because you heal each other by just simply being who you are.
Very high vibrational relationship.
Yeah, very high vibration. You've probably been alternating mother and daughter or whatever for a long time. So, wow. Thank you, dear. Thank you.
That was fun. Thank you.
Yeah,
it was fun.
We've got a medium reading for Karen Doyle, her mom, Aley. She wonders if mom will say anything about her son, Zach.
Okay. He's going to be okay. Give him time and look for cardinals. That's all I'm getting.
Okay.
She's there. She wants, he's going to be just fine. She wants to kind of put oil on the waters to just kind of calm things down, and just trust that things are going to be fine. And she's going to be sending cardinals for you or for he to see at important times.
Wonderful. Cheri? Okay. I have, inner peace I pulled. So yeah, she's definitely sending the inner peace, and she wants you to release anything. I think you need to release any, you need to release you need to, how can I explain this? Need to let things play out the way they need to play, and don't try and control it too much, and release it and let it happen. And you need to find that inner peace with it, because if you do try and worry too much or control too much or do two things, it's going to stop with, it's not going to let it flow like it needs to be. And she's sending much blessings, and you are all blessed. And there is, you just need to it needs to just play out, but to know that you're all supported and everything, it's going to work out. But you need to find that inner balance, that inner peace, and let go and let it play out.
Yep. So I get the leadership first, and she says, look at you. You're a tall, strong woman, and from one to another, and I don't even mean in height, but in strength. You carry that strength in you, Karen. And she's so very proud of you. And she said, you make me proud, Karen. You make me proud. She says, I know this has been a hardship for you. And I've been worried a little bit about it too, but I'm in more of an all-seeing state. And time is a little different over here as well. But trust in the timing. That's what I'm getting. And Zach is trying to play his cards right now. Zach is working to play his cards. And he doesn't like the cards he's been dealt, but he has to get over it. And that's part of his nature is maybe to be stubborn about it. but she says, please know you are strong. I'm proud of you. And
Mhm.
I send love to you and Zach.
Mhm.
Good. I'm glad it made sense. All right. So we have Lalima, and then we're going to do, before we leave, we'll do a short community reading.
Okay.
All right. Few readings. I've been asked to do some things in career with my hands, I guess. What could it be?
Okay. I don't know. What do you like? Follow your heart and do what you want. It's all up to you. There's no right or wrong way to fulfill a destiny necessarily. It's whatever loves and brings you fulfillment and happiness and joy. That's how you decide what it is. And when you find that, you'll know. It'll feel right, and everything will play out as it should when you do what you love. So it's all in what you love and what you want to do.
Yeah. Jill says fashion, maybe fashion.
Right.
Somebody else says art. Yeah, whatever you want. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. When I tuned in, I saw like a drawing book and a kind of an abstract drawing that's coming to light. And then it was like, okay, so it's all this drawing that's black and white, and they're saying you're the one who has to create it and put the color into it. So it's like going from the heart to create your dreams. And then I pulled cards, and from the angel deck, it's that Archangel Haniel saying trust your vibes, so whatever feels good. And then I got the goose, the Canada goose. Your dreams and desires are calling you to action. The journey begins today. So just as Cheri was saying, whatever you're called to, but you're feeling the call already. I think it's like when it's time to migrate and you hear the geese honking overhead. It's like, yep, it's time. It's time. You're gonna know it's time to make that change or take that action.
Right.
So Lalima, I pulled up some Healing Waters cards, and I got sensuality, romance, enjoyment, fertility, and balance. And look, she's got a beautiful dress on. So I'm feeling the same way about fashion or art. And I'm feeling as though it's all in, and the thing about your hands is it's always in your hands. All of this is in your hands. Okay. Follow the stream. Trust in be dedicated to what it is that you think you'd like to do, and follow the river as it flows. In other words, let it flow and follow it. And finally, new beginnings. Something's about to happen, it says. So, and that's Our Lady of the Lake with her sword. And she's very powerful, and so are you. So there you go.
And I did pull one card, Grasshopper Spirit. Take a leap of faith. Just jump. Go. What do you want to do? The Spirit's literally saying, the choice is yours. Now's the time. Pick.
And you can try it, and if it doesn't speak to you, then the river flows some other way.
The river flows in a different tributary. That's right. Oh, Steve, thanks for subscribing to Cheri's channel and sending a few videos of Mom. Yeah, I know. I love the Lady of the Lake too, Amanda. I do. Okay, so we can always use a community reading, so we will offer you that. Good.
Okay.
Good for you, Lalima. Take care, sweetie.
Oh, and I did want to say, tomorrow at 4:00, I am, for subscribers, giving away a free 1-hour Akashic reading for reaching 150 subscribers. I still have a long way to 2,000, but so if you still can get in on that, if you go over and subscribe.
Okay, that's awesome. All right. All right. Very interesting, because the first card I got was Crossing Bridges, and we know what happened in Maryland. But it's saying it's time for healing and connecting and mending and releasing. These things happen for us to come together. Unfortunately, people have to be subject to loss because of it. But this should bring community together. Community needs to come together more and more and more. And this is an important thing for us to know. Because we're normally fogged in. We can get fogged in. We can't go fast when we're fogged in. We have to slow down. When you got fog and you're driving a car, you can't go fast because you can't see 2 inches in front of your face. So
Right.
we need to remember that. And we're all here on a grand adventure. Some days it doesn't seem like it. Some days it's so depressing. But remember that take a risk, venture forward. And I think that a lot of people in this chat that even asked questions today have been admonished to take the risk, because that's all life is change and risk. So, you don't have to do anything life-threatening, but do take chance to improve where you are and what you're doing.
And I got the flamingo spirit, embrace the in-between. And that's the same thing, it's the same. We have to all find common ground. Now is the time to find common ground. And when we find that I picked New Earth again. It's happening. Hold the vision. Changes are coming. They're inevitable. Keep the vision, keep the positive vision. Stargate Heart. It's all about love.
Wow.
That's it. We have to, now is the time. We have to look at the bigger picture and decide what's worth it. And we have to come together as a community and find common ground.
We do. So much, so bad.
What is not working. We have to find the common ground, hold the love, hold the spirit. And now is the time to do it. That's what I got.
Beautiful.
And what I got, I tuned in and all I really saw was Wonder Woman. And I was asking, why am I seeing Wonder Woman, in the whole red, white, and blue outfit with the great white, boots and everything, and the crown coming out of the fog and just being fabulous. And it was, the message was, power and purpose. You have more power and more of a sense of purpose than you know. And so make the most of it, harness it, and you can do great things and look good while doing it.
Absolutely. Yeah. Steve has just a question before we go. Can Akashic Records go back to a decision point in the past and tell you what might have happened with a different choice?
They're actually, Akashic Records are what the choice in the past. It's the record of your soul. So is telling you what had happened.
Okay, so you can't know.
Tell you that, to be honest, if you make a different choice. Yeah. I don't know if it could tell you. I mean, they say that every time we make a decision, that decision we didn't make still played out on some parallel universe.
Yeah, right. In some kind of timeline. Yes.
Right. So
that would be interesting to trace that back and see what that would have been like.
Can you tap into there? Sometimes I think that you can, and sometimes it depends on what they want you to know at the time, I guess. And it's all in what your Akashic Record masters want you to know. And what you ask, they might have something completely different when the reading comes. It all depends. But usually they tell you exactly what you need. When you go back and you don't, and you realize, that's exactly what I needed at that moment. So, and a lot of the Akashic Record masters, things are irrelevant to them. Like, that's not relevant. So why bother? Right. That's really their attitude. That's the attitude. That's why a lot of them don't have names, because they're like, it's pointless. It doesn't matter in the scope.
They're unattached to all that stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely. Wow. Well, that's interesting. Much love to everybody. Thank you again to Cheri, Trancing with Spirit, and to Wisdom Seeker Joan, my wonderful people, and all of you in all three chats. Thank you for everything. And I am going to be on at 6:00 Pacific, 9:00 Eastern with Deb Zacko. So come by if you can. If you're not, have a good sleep, because you may be too late where you are. Bye, everybody. We'll see you next week.
Bye, everybody. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye. Thanks for coming.